Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein on the road to 100, where today we are continuing our journey through the cathedral here. We are going to be running Queenslayer with the regular Bardiche. Now, the regular Bardiche, it has 3 attacks that hit the ground. It has the running up slash, it has the jump overhead, and then it has the charge attack. So what better way to utilize a charge attack setup than with a claw veil, as well as a weapon that utilizes impact wave with a charge weapon in this place. So we're going to be running with Jack today for some unknown reason, and we'll see just how Jack treats us this time, if he plays nice or not, and we will be attempting to do as many charge attacks as we can. There we go, there's one. Okay, and you will notice that the running attack, it strikes behind us, and so when we strike the enemy behind us, they will stagger backwards into us usually. Also, the dodge attack has that same method. So every time we dodge, we can do an attack, and we will mostly stagger the enemy, or at least we will be able to... Thanks, Jack. Either way, we will be able to make some really great use out of our weapons here, and we will be able to just kind of beat our way through the cathedral here into submission, because we are going to be running pretty high damage here. At 2656 is pretty high for regular, just running around slashing, hacking different enemies, and there's really nothing that's going to be able to stand against us. And as you can see there, now the interesting thing is about this overhead. Watch, let's see, there is an invisible plane, and that's why you can't see it, but it's about right here above the character, about right in this region. That's where the strike believes that the floor is, which is about a character and a half height above where the actual floor is. So when you do the overhead attack, you have to be careful as to when you apply that attack and when you don't, because most of the time you will not get it in the correct position. Oops, because of the fact that it's pretty tough to get it exactly where the game believes the floor is. So that's kind of difficult to do. But once you get used to it, you kind of just roll with the punches of the fact that your damage attack will be over the heads of the enemies, and it won't be actually on the ground, on the floor, where the floor actually is. So keep that in mind if you're constantly trying to attack the enemies and stuff, and they're messing around and they're falling and different things. Keep that in mind, as that is why that is happening, because you're not actually striking the real floor, you're striking what the game believes the floor to be, where it thinks that the impact wave is striking the floor. So there is a little bit of a disconnect there, but that's fine. Whoops. Okay, apparently I can't parry, but that's okay, and hopefully Jack doesn't kill this guy. Good. I definitely wanted that charge attack so we can get some value of our attacks here. Now the reason we have hasten is because versus the what is he, the berserker, we will be utilizing Final Journey, and so getting used to the idea of quick mobility is just one of those ways that we can enhance our reflexes and understanding of what our mobility will be like, so we know how to track. Okay, this is one of those times where Impact Wave would be so very handy, exactly as right now. Okay, There we go. And let's go for a charge attack since we have big damage there. Very nice. Okay, let's go ahead and heal. Who knows where Jack went, but he showed up right at the end here, which is awesome for him. Okay, I guess I got the parry. That's what happens when you practice timings, I guess. And you can see that the double slash strike of the charge attack is actually pretty useful. It's a lot of damage, especially with a crazy blood veil like we have, where it's boosting Bridge to Glory very, very high. And we are taking very, very liberal use of Bridge to Glory. And it is really, really helping us quite a bit here. So let's go ahead and heal for sure, because we are making our way here pretty well through each of these enemies. And hopefully we can get a parry on this enemy. Now the Bardiche is one of those weapons that you will eventually, you know, you'll run into it, and because it's kind of everywhere in the early game, and that's great and all, but you typically won't use it after you get like the Impaler and some of these other weapons. So it's kind of, oops. Okay, apparently. Okay, yeah, I missed 3 parry opportunities in a row. Wow. Okay then. Let's go erase that sin and let's get back to the missile here. And the reason we kill her is just because as we run through the game, we don't have to fight her on the next time around. So when we drop down from the top there, there's the parry. Good grief. Why was that so hard? Who knows? And you can see there that she was staggered twice because of impact wave, and we were able to get off both charge attacks, and we were able to continue moving and grooving afterwards. So that's really where this thing starts to shine brightly, is during those charge attacks, during impact waves, during those kinds of events. Oh no. And of course we just jumped off the edge. At least we got one guy, and we staggered another one. We'll see what Jack's gonna do here. I bet they fall down and chase after me, so we'll have to wait and see what they're doing. Yeah, they're making their way back up here, but we'll be long gone by the time they figure out what is going on. See, they went down there, so good luck to them.
It's not like it used to be, is it? Do you
No.
think there are more hollows like this?
Hollows? What are you talking about, Jack? But anyways, the Bardiche is actually a really good weapon overall. It has really, really, really good synergy with a lot of different items, and it can really, really do some very, very good slash damage if you are paired up against the appropriate enemies that you will be doing slash damage against. Like this fine specimen here. And again, because we have all kinds of options with the idea of striking the ground, we can do a charge attack, an over the head, an overhead attack, or a running or a dodge attack. So we've got 4 different options to make use of impact wave, and man, does it come in handy at various strange different times when you would think that, oh boy, I'm gonna get retaliated against here at some certain time, but then because of impact wave you end up staggering the enemy, and so it comes in super handy. And so that is a really, really great way to go about engaging with the understanding of how your weapon works and how the game works as well. So we'll just go for a bunch of backstabs here and load up on all of the I-core things while we can. Whoa, I just moved through her with the parry. She like glided over my head a little bit. Okay, Jack seems to appreciate what I'm doing. Alright, now for this next area here, we don't have any projectiles, so we can't attract the lady down there. We have to go around the side here. And we need 2 more Ichor, and then we can go for Jack before we get into the Berserker fight. And oh, what a fight the Berserker fight is. Okay, and this is one of those areas where striking the ground and knocking down an enemy couldn't have come in handier than a time like that. Let's go for Jack so you can see what this damage set looks like versus a regular enemy. Oops. Okay, so she's already dead. Very, very, very amazing increase in damage here. And let's see what that number is. 3869. Very, very good. And now for the Berserker, we'll be able to kind of make quick work of him. And even though he's going to have, you know, insane levels of defense here as we go along, it is really, really, really nice that we can make such good use of what we have. And we will go ahead and kind of just load up on all of our health and abilities and everything here, because we have the time to buff up and everything. And for this fight, this is great, but it's going to be better if we go for blood here instead of more stamina. And we are going to go for Final Journey. Okay, let's go ahead and heal. And again, we're just going to use all the heals, all the everything, because there's no point in delaying this or anything. So let's get Jack going. Apparently he's not interested in pairing up there or anything, which is fine. Okay, let's get blood going. This, and then we'll just leave it for now, and we'll do this. Let's go for a backstab so we get some Ichor for our charge attacks here. Yes, that is how you can... Okay. Yeah. So the charge attacks here for this setup are just absolutely devastating, and the Bardiche does not disappoint. So that is just an amazing, fun setup here as you start rocking and rolling with how to do charge attacks, how to get things going, and when you can use you know, different damage sets versus different enemies. And you can go through some pretty fast amounts of health, however, you know, you wish to do it. And with Jack and Final Journey here, I mean, these are all just base game status things that you can have at any point in time after your first playthrough. And so you can really whack through some high health, heavy hitting enemies very, very easily. And you can just kind of waltz through and make the game pretty simple. The Bardiche is really, really great in and of itself as a mid to high end weapon, but because it's so overshadowed by just the great weapons of the game, you typically don't return to it. But then you add Impact Wave into it, and it goes from being a pretty top tier weapon to being one of those great weapons that you really can enjoy. But since it's tied to a gift like Impact Wave for a lot of that utility, you know, if you're not using Impact Wave, then a lot of that utility is lost, and so the weapon downgrades itself just by being taken out of the action. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you very, very much to the continued members of the channel. You guys are rock stars. You guys are almost going on 3 years here of supporting the channel, so big thanks to you guys. And we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, and you guys have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.